Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care and Advanced Audiology. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Jean Dorio,
on your hometown station AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And we have a whole room full of guests this morning. My goodness. Our first guest is Beth Heisman of Reyes Winery and a fellow Zontian.
Absolutely.
And we have Judy Penman, a fellow Zontian and representing the Senior Center. And Jennifer DeHaven, I got it right, also representing the Senior Center. Welcome, ladies.
Good morning, Barbara.
You're left out.
And Dr. Dorio.
Are you in your seventh heaven here?
No, you know me. I'm very supportive.
Yes, you are. Everything we do.
For everything women do.
Yes.
And yesterday was a big day, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yes, because it was April the 4th. It was Equal Pay Day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I've always had equal pay, so I'm sorry I'm not.
I know, but you have to fight for those who have not been paid the equal amount. I think there's even one country in the world, was it Iceland, that said we have to make sure that it's going to be a law that everyone knows what everyone is paid in their field, and women and men will get the same pay. And and a lot of our senior women went through many decades of not getting paid appropriately, underpaid. I think it was like 66%, and now it's gone up to 87%, somewhere in that range. But why isn't it 100% or even 110%?
I don't know.
Even some fields that they don't allow women, or some fields that they don't allow women to actually work in them. They make it very difficult. I mean, I had that issue growing when I wanted to be in wine. Women were not really allowed. And I was told, even though I'm related to someone at the company that I worked with and that I was a really good worker, that they would never hire me for certain positions because I was a woman. And I was told that many times.
And now women buy more wine than anyone, I betcha.
Absolutely.
They probably do.
80% of the population that purchases wine are from 45 to 65, and it is women.
Oh, good. We're in that age bracket, Barbara.
Wait. I'm way beyond that.
Just barely.
Just way beyond that. No, 15 years beyond that, as a matter of fact. Oh, I'm getting older. I didn't say old. I said older. And what are we talking about today, Beth?
The 5th annual Sierra Pelona Wine Festival, and we are benefiting the Senior Center this year.
Woohoo! Yay,
Terrific.
we're so glad.
It is May 20th. It's hosted by Reyes Winery. It's from 11 to 4. 11 a.m. we have VIP entrance, and noon we have general admission. We have wine, food, local artists. Everything that we do there is local, handmade to the Santa Clarita and Antelope Valley.
Oh, my. Maybe I ought to bring some of my handmade candles.
You could.
That would be great. You could sell
Yes.
them, but not. We'll put you in the shade.
Women-made candles.
I make them.
Man-made.
No, women-made candles. That's right. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
So what is usually the attendance, Beth?
We've had anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 people.
Whoa.
And so our goal, again, is to do that or even beat that.
So what do we do? Run up and down the grapevine aisles?
No, we do it right between them on the road. We have a little parking area that we have about 80 vendors, and we have everybody that's local to Santa Clarita. So we want everybody to know that you don't have to go to Temecula or Napa or Santa Barbara. You can come buy your wines just right out of Santa Clarita.
Wow.
There's
that's
enough
incredible.
of us.
Yes. And we have lots of women, especially in the club we belong to.
Yes. And the Zontians will be there to help do the volunteering for registration in some of the other areas that we do.
We've been doing that for the last 5 years. We have been part of, Zanta's been part of this, and friends of Zanta. We have I get a lot of my volunteer friends that are not Zantians, which will be someday, but just a lot of people that are just friends of our community that want to give back, and they love this event, and it's a great event.
So
Gloria, where does
Jennifer?
Jennifer. What did I say, Gloria? I was thinking Gloria DeHaven. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Boy, that takes me back a while, doesn't it? So where will the money go?
The money that is raised is going to go towards operations of the senior center. Mm-hmm. We're working on, it'll go towards the programs that we provide to serve the Santa Clarita Valley seniors.
And does any of it go to the home delivered meals program?
If there's a need there, it will go there. Wherever the funds are needed, they'll go to that program. So it'll be, used for operations of any of the programs that are needed at the senior center.
Terrific. Because you have enough volunteers, don't you?
Well, we are always in need of volunteers, especially during the summertime because, a lot of people go on vacation and, a lot of people are traveling. So we're in need of more volunteers in the summertime because people take breaks and stuff. But we have a lot of people who come regularly, and they come, every Monday through Friday at 6:00 and help prepare meals.
Oh, and I know who they are.
Yes, exactly. So
we have some Johnstons that do that.
Yes.
Diane Lyons, Darlene Lyons. She's one of our.
Yeah,
and she works many days. And we have Pat Willette and her husband.
Yes, they deliver the meals.
So.
And they're going to be back this year at the festival to help transport everybody from the parking lot to the actual area of the festival.
In the little cars that provide the meals, which is so exciting. The attendants really love that, so they got a feel for what was happening, and Pat and Chuck talk about what they do as they're driving. So it's good free publicity for the seniors, that little trip around Sierra Pelona.
Well, if you ever want a volunteer job, go to the senior center and sign up for the home delivered meals delivery. I did it for years, and it's one of the most rewarding volunteer positions you could ever have anywhere. Because the seniors, they know you're coming, and they open the window, open the shades, and they just jump up and down for joy when they see you.
Yeah, they get very excited.
Oh, they really do. It's amazing.
For a lot of them, it's the only person they might see all day.
That's right.
And so it's very important. And it gives them an opportunity to talk to somebody and have some interaction, because a lot of people don't have family here or are alone, or they have family that's away. And so it offers them nutritional meal. It also offers them some companionship every day. So it's a really important part of what we do at the senior center.
It is. It really is. And it's, like I said, it's one of the most rewarding volunteer jobs anybody could have, because you're making a difference in a senior's life.
Definitely.
And it's amazing. Sit down. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. They do that. They almost drag you in, and you're there to open up the box for the food and get a plate and knife and fork out for them if necessary, and sit there and talk with them while they eat their lunch. It's wonderful. It really is. It really is.
Well, another thing, Beth, that we want to talk about, I don't drink wine, and there are probably some listeners who are saying the same thing, but, this event is not just wine drinking. It's also, there are many other parts of this, that entertainment, food, things like that I think our listeners who don't drink might be interested in.
Absolutely. We're also sponsored by Pepsi, because we talked about that your favorite is Gatorade, and they will be there again this year. So we will have lots of non-alcoholic beverages donated by Pepsi. We will also have, that is alcoholic, we do have some spirits. We also do have hard cider. We have local beer. So there's many other things besides just wine that you can enjoy.
How about entertainment?
Absolutely. We have lots of live bands. We have the Sean Hughes Experience. We have the Still Moving Project and Sierra Highway coming back, and more to announce soon.
So, and food?
Absolutely. Lots and lots of food. We have a lot of local restaurants that come. Plus, we have like chocolate. We have Vlad, our truffles and toffee guy, which is just like the best chocolate in the world you can ever imagine. Yeah. You just melts, like you just go, oh my, every time you have it. And then, of course, we have olive oil and vinegar and some other little tasty treats too.
And Porto's. We can't forget Porto's Bakery was there last year.
They've been there 4 years in a row.
And
they'll be there this year?
Yeah.
Really? We already have volunteers signed up, which against our Zonchins.
Volunteers because they get free stuff.
Well, they want to be able to pass it out. Last year we had the big Portos pastries. We had to cut them in half. Pretty soon they had to quarter them because people kept coming back, and that was such a highlight. And so they had a glass of wine or beer in one hand and a Portos in the other. So you can drink anything with Portos.
I know.
So let's think about not just people who don't drink wine, because you've clarified that, but what about those who are coming to the event and thinking, I might drink a little bit too much, but are there going to be rides available possibly for them to get home?
Well,
are you guys going to try to make sure that the highways are safe nearby?
What we do is for the hour after from 4 to 5, no alcohol is served, but we still have a band playing, and everybody is more than welcome, and we have water and iced tea and other non-alcoholic beverages that they can sit for another hour before they leave.
So when they leave, they get a breathalyzer, though, right?
Yes. Actually, we haven't had too much of that problem because there's so much to do, and so many booths to see, and so much to eat, and just so many things going on. People are busy all the time, walking up and down, and so it's great. And we have our seniors. Can we talk about our senior booths we're going to have?
Please, that'll be great.
We're going to have our quilters that are going to be there. And I know last year that we had one quilt that we had as an auction item, and it went for many more dollars than they were even asking for it. And the lady who had made it was just thrilled to death. And the person that won it was thrilled to death because it was just exactly what they wanted. We have our wonderful visual arts, and they're going to have their own table. They have beautiful work that they do. And the
knitters.
And the knitters, yes, the knitters will be there. And then our wonderful Trips and Tours group will be doing the raffle. We'll have a silent auction, and they'll be selling silent auction tickets.
Which we're absolutely excited about, and the live auction, too.
And then we have a live auction, too. And, of course, the live auction was some of the money that came in was part of for Fund the Bus from Celebrity Waiter, which we have our new bus now.
Yes, we do.
It is so, and it smells like a new bus. It is so fabulous. We are so excited. We're getting little trips together now for 20 seniors, and we're hoping that we can take some seniors up there that day.
Oh, that'd
like
be
maybe
great.
the seniors that will be displaying the work, we would be able to take them up there, and some of the seniors that can't get around very well may be able to ride on that bus, and that would be great. Then we can display the bus and show the thousands of people where their money went to from Sierra Pelona, which is so nice that they're doing this again for a second year. We really appreciate Robert and Beth letting us be part of this again. It's just fabulous. So
it's so fun.
So we're very excited. We have a different date, so it's not conflicting Cowboy. So everybody can go to Cowboy Festival this year, and then everyone can come to Sierra Pelona. So there's, and it's a perfect day. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's not going to be rainy. It's not going to be windy. It's not going to be cold. It's not going to be hot. It is going to be the best day in May.
All right. And Beth, tell us a little about Robert and his role that he has played in all of this.
Well, several years back, we had gone to many other events, and we were always so disappointed as vendors because we had too many people that just seemed like they didn't care about the event. They were there just to drink or to walk around, but they didn't really care who the vendors were. And we had sat down one day and with somebody else who was who actually does another event similar to this in another area, and they had suggested, to start an event that would gear to people so they can actually talk to people. So, we don't have the excessive amount of people. We try to control how many people we allow to come in per vendor, so that everyone has an opportunity to actually speak to the person. And the second part of that was that it's handmade. So when someone comes up to a booth and talks to someone, they get to meet the person who made their item. So if it's food or the craft or the wine, that you actually get to meet the person who makes it. Because as a guest, that's what I like. And I know that I can't be the only person that wants to actually meet someone who's so talented and makes such a wonderful product. You want to know more about who they are and why they did it. And that's why we started this. We want people to be excited like we are.
Well, now, will there be anyone there? Will your husband be there explaining?
I'm
sorry.
Thank you. and I'm not married.
Oh, okay. Well,
anymore.
Maybe you can find someone. It's worth looking, huh? Well, now, who actually gets up and talks about what happens at the winery, how the wine is made?
Well, we do a tour during the VIP hour. Robert does one of them, and I do one. We do actual 2 separate tours during the day for the VIP guests. We do one early during the VIP hour, and then one a little bit later in the day. And we get a walk around. We show them a little bit about the process, which would be for us or anybody else, just so that they can learn a little bit more. And we do that twice during the event.
Last time I was there, It was fascinating, absolutely fascinating, learning and being told how each of these processes occur and when, and the timing of it and everything. It's fascinating.
We have just started the first process of the vines right now called Bud Break. It happened about 3 weeks ago. So by the time the festival does get here, you will see actually little grapes on there, because now they're starting to actually bud a little bit more where you see them. Right now they're little like dots, but in another month and a half, you'll actually see a little grape.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Has this rain really helped them this year?
We have a lot of... let's just say, yes, we'll have a lot more grapes than we've had the last 3 years. Because of the drought the last 3 years, the production, where we usually would get 3 to 5 tons per acre, we're lucky to get 1.
Whoa.
And so back with the rain again, it already appears we'll hit the 5-ton mark, or hopefully close to it, because we have so much water.
That means more for us, right?
Yes.
More wine when we have our summer event there. Yes. In July, it should be perfect for us.
Well, so, one of the fascinating things I think about grapevines is we have a grapevine in our backyard, and we get grapes from it. We don't have a winery or anything, but during the wintertime, that thing looks dead.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't see how this structure, you can walk up to it and, break the branch off and it's like dead. And then all of a sudden I'm watering and it like comes alive. How does that happen?
Yes. Well, it's kind of like they're a cousin to a rose. So like roses, they go dormant. And so from pretty much right after you harvest, sometime in the fall, you do get the yellows and the greens and the beautiful colors of the leaves before they fall off. By pretty much right after Thanksgiving, from then till January, we prune them back. And then not this year, but thank God this year they started to bloom in March, because the last 3 years it was in February. Right around Valentine's Day, we would already start to see green growing. But being that this year we had a little bit more water, it was nice. We actually had winter this year rather than going from fall to spring. So, but yeah, it goes dormant. So it kind of goes to sleep. It hibernates. And then when spring comes, it comes alive again. And by allowing it to sleep for the time that it does, it rejuvenates so that the following year it'll be more productive.
Well, I think this is all pretty fascinating because, here we are coming up on May and we're going to have all the grapes on the vine, I think, at that point. But, if we can, some of us, I think, will be standing there and trying to squeeze some of that out into our Gatorade. But let's continue with this topic. We're talking about the Sierra Pelona Valley festival that we're going to have on May the 20th. And, this is an important fundraiser for our senior center. So we want those who are listening to stay tuned because we want to talk about this so much more and get everybody into the vogue of coming out and participating in this. I'm Dr. Gene Dorio with my co-host Barbara Cochran on your hometown station AM 1220 KHTS.